It's time once again to go nuts in Brooklet.
Join us for the annual Brooklet Peanut Festival.
We're celebrating our 27th year on August 20th.
And what could be better than a slow tractor race?
How about arts, crafts, food booths, and amusement?
Enjoy live, free entertainment all day.
And our street dance at 7 p.m.
Don't miss the 27th annual Brooklet Peanut Festival.
Let's go nuts!
Good morning and welcome to beautiful downtown Brooklet for WTOC's coverage of the annual Brooklet Peanut Festival Parade. Dow Kennedy along with Ellen Perkins. Picture perfect weather. It is beautiful out here. We're going to have a great morning, aren't we?
Yes, we are. 27th annual, and we're real excited.
Wonderful. We're going to start this thing off in patriotic style. We're going to get started with the chorus from Southeast Bullock High School under the direction of Mr. Whitaker. We're going to take it away with the national anthem, If You Please.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, the free, and the home of the
Outstanding.
Awesome.
The only two words come to mind, goosebumps.
Yes.
You know, every year when they get out there and do that, and I think they cannot get any better. They cannot sound any better.
Tweak it
And
a
the
little
next year they tweak it and they get even better, which is probably going to make some of the alumni mad. If they're watching this morning, there's some Southeast Bullock graduates that are probably going to be calling my phone here in a minute.
Probably
What do
so.
you mean they're
Yeah.
better than us?
That's right.
But they just get better. Brent just does an amazing job with them.
Yes.
There's no wonder that they compete all over the Southeast.
That's right.
They went 2 years ago to New York. Just an
Wonderful.
amazing
That's right.
group, and they do just such an awesome
They do.
job
We're
with
so
it.
proud of them. Always glad to see them.
A few things changing around. Folks will see a little bit of tweaking as we do every year to make things even better. One of the things that folks will find when they get over to the arts and crafts is a brand new building. Am I correct?
We have a new old building. That's
A
what we
new
call
old
it.
building. Let's take a look at
That's
some
what we
video
call it.
of that. If we've got that at home, somebody in the truck, let me know that we're looking at some video. Tell us a little bit about that old farm building that is now set over in the arts and crafts area.
The new old building was a part of the, I believe it was the Jones Building Supply. It came from right down the road, and we moved in here a couple of months ago. And it's always a little bit more than you expect to have to do, but it's good, and we're proud of it. We sell T-shirts and peanuts out of it.
It is absolutely awesome sitting over there. It's just one of the many things that you'll find when you get down here. But stay with us right now for the parade. We'll have it, and then once it's over, come on down to Brooklet from wherever you are in Southeast Georgia. You got plenty of time. We want to introduce you to some of the sponsors that are helping make this day possible. I want you to check out these the information from them right now. Stay with us, and we'll be right back from downtown Brooklet in the Peanut Festival Parade.
TitleMax makes it easy to turn your title into cash. Just go to TitleMax.com. Find out how much you can get.
Using Title Max, I got $1,400.
$3,200.
Title Max got me $9,700.
Have a pawn with a competitor? Come in and compare rates. We'll meet or beat a competitor's rate. Try Title Max for the amount you need. Find out why so many people are saying,
I got my title back with Title Max.
Get your title back with Title Max.
At Longhorn, steak is all you need. It's not all you get. Longhorn's Great American Steak Dinner for $12.99. Perfectly seasoned sirloin with your choice of side, plus an appetizer. Or a dessert. Bowl with fresh salad and unlimited bread. Great American Steak Dinner for $12.99. Tonight. Only at Longhorn Steakhouse. You can't fake steak. For lunch, try our steakhouse burger or any steakhouse lunch combo starting at $7.99.
Ooh, look at that. Nice try, Doc. That's it. One more and I win.
What, you think you got it? Joe was in pain. He had a 99% blockage in his left leg. With the advanced technology at the heart hospital, I located and stented the blockage, allowing his wounds to heal. And now, he's back to beating me on the court.
Woo, that's it, Doc. I win.
Yes, you did. And that's why I choose to practice at the heart hospital at St. Joseph's Candler.
This is a giant 100. Now, it's huge to make a point. Right now at Rooms To Go, you can finance the Tempur-Pedic mattress you've always wanted for 100 months, interest-free. One big reason to shop Rooms To Go right now, so hurry in. Check out our great selection of Tempur-Pedic mattresses and finance your choice for 100 months, interest-free, until January 2025. There's no games, no gimmicks. Just hurry to Rooms To Go, because this is big.
Okay.
If we got some dead time.
Welcome back to downtown Brooklet for WTOC's presentation of the 27th annual Brooklet Peanut Festival Parade. You can see the folks that are lining the streets. Ellen Perkins, some of these folks were here more than an hour ago setting up that. Some of them have a spot they have been sitting in for years.
This is true. I drove through earlier today and chairs were already out and people were already sitting and it's like, oh man, we got a day coming.
Now, that might be their first one, but there's plenty of folks around there. Oh, give us a good wave. There you go. Everybody is excited. And good weather. It's not too hot. It's just right.
Excellent weather. No rain today. Be a little warm, but we are in the sunny south. So
I was going to say, it's August and it's South Georgia.
That's
Most
right.
of us would be used to that.
That's right. That's right.
In fact, there were some folks that were out bright and early this morning at the Peanut Run at 7 a.m. If we've got some video to that, somebody let me know we've got that ready. But they had 439 runners take off from Brooklet Elementary this morning and take off on the 5K, 3.1 miles, took them around through several of the neighborhoods in Brooklet. The final winner came in. The runner that won came in, a student from Wayne County High School from the cross-country team. George finished that under 18 minutes, 17 minutes and 43 seconds, I think. Plenty of runners behind that. Now, talking about running, we've got some folks that are coming right up the street right now. We've got color guard and everything else.
Led by our police chief, Doug Meyer.
Right behind them, we see the marching band from 3rd Infantry Division down at Fort Stewart. And some parades behind, some floats behind them, fire truck, and a little bit of everything else. Let's remind folks, while we're waiting on them to get here, the admission price here for the festival, my favorite price of all, it is what?
Free, and then some free.
Okay, we'll take that. And we've got live entertainment.
Live entertainment all day, all kind of arts and crafts booths, amusements for the kids, all kind of food vendors, parking on Railroad Street if you come from Savannah or whichever way one of the school organizations parks people on Railroad Street. I think it's like a $5 donation.
Okay.
And good parking real close. And
plenty
come spend the day in Brooklyn.
Absolutely. And plenty, we mentioned the entertainment. There's also the tractor races. You get to see some of those antique tractors that helped plow peanuts for decades and decades, a long time ago. You get to see those tractors moving through, and you get to experience some of that old mechanical wizardry that those folks take. For folks that enjoy restoring cars, these folks are just as passionate about their tractors.
Yep, that's right. And I think we have some cars today, too.
We'll see them coming in. You can just see the folks that are lining the street here in downtown Brooklet. That's the great thing about this is it's such a small area. Folks are able to come in and enjoy, and we're not stretched out for several miles.
We're not. It's within walking distance, and we also have shuttles. We have shuttles running around the town all day. They were already started when people were sitting today.
I was talking with the chief earlier today, and yesterday, and they were getting everything ready and trying to make sure they had all the right streets blocked and everything else. You see them riding through right there.
That's right. Doug Meyer and his group, got to say thanks to all them and all their help.
We've got color guard from 3rd Infantry, but right behind them, the 3rd Infantry Division band. As they get a little bit closer, we're going to make sure we take a listen.
And they will be performing at noon, so hurry on down for that.
You hear the applause they get everywhere they go. Do such an amazing job. You know, they travel all over the world where 3rd Infantry is deployed. They go there, just bring that piece of home that just makes a difference so many times.
We have Miss Joyce McKelvin, who's our Grand Marshal this year, driven by J.C. Lewis Ford.
I want to thank them, one of our sponsors.
I had a really nice interview with Miss Joyce. She is such a joy. She is 88 years old.
She is just one of those icons here in Brooklet, isn't she?
I had the best visit. She has 2 daughters and relatives from all over, and they all came in to watch.
We've got more from Bullitt County Fire Department. You'll hear that siren a lot today, won't you?
I got to do one more plug for Miss Joyce, though. Her father was the founder of Denmark's Furniture. It didn't start off as exactly a furniture store. It's kind of an everything store, and it kind of got into that. Here's our hard-working mayor, William Hendricks.
Riding with him, Randy Newman, both of them integral in getting this festival going every year.
City council members, always happy to have them.
This festival is a little bit like a turtle on a fence post. It didn't get here by itself. There are a ton of y'all that work behind the scenes.
27 years and going strong.
Good. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Big smile on Randy's face today. We're always glad to see that.
And it'll be a bigger smile when the last entry comes by here and everything has gone well.
That's right. That's when he relaxes.
Color guard from the Bullitt County Sheriff's Office. And our county commissioners riding. How did they get the courthouse onto wheels and roll it down here? Now, that's just amazing.
Some of that modern science.
I tell you, that is one of the prettiest floats that you see. And I've seen a lot of counties that have emulated that. We won't say copy, we said emulate.
That's right.
County commissioners up there on top.
Thurman Feld driving for the courthouse. Glad to have all their support today.
When we think about it, it's so many of the communities in Bullitt County beyond just Statesboro, but so many communities that all work with the county to make it happen. A little piece of agriculture coming this way. Lloyd Strickland on one of his tractors. He'll be racing later this afternoon, I know.
He will, with Ag South Farm Credit behind him. Got a float full today, don't they?
All of their staff and their children.
That's right. They always have a good time for the festival. They always come out in a big group.
Now, why do I think Lloyd might actually go a little slower if he was pulling that float in the slow tractor race, wouldn't he?
Oh, he definitely would, for sure.
See some more of those coming.
This is this tractor right here was in memory of Bob Martin. Bob Martin was one of our committee members that passed away in December of 2015. Very active, always did the slow tractor racing. We sure do miss Bob.
Certainly missed.
This is the Baker family. Doc and Joyce are celebrating their 56th wedding anniversary today.
Sitting there in the thrones at the front instead of riding the tractor.
That's right. He's making the kids do the work today.
Yep.
He was down yesterday checking on everything.
He'll be competing later on today, I know, along with all of his family.
I understand that they may have kicked him off and the daughters have taken over.
Now that will be something to see later on down here.
I heard that.
The view will be better anyway.
For sure. His daughters, Patsy Mallard, Peggy Kraft, and Brad Kraft, and Roland Minnick. There's Roland there. Roland works for the city, one of our hard workers that got the city all pretty today.
He's riding on a Massey Harris from 1949. It is just amazing the folks that come out and enjoy this day. Roland's having a good time there on that tractor.
You think one broke down?
I don't know. Let's look. There's a gap. Why don't we take a second? We'll remind you of some of the sponsors that are helping make this possible. Stay with us. We'll be right back at the Brooklet Peanut Festival Parade.
Raise your hand if you think the best place to get a Coke is McDonald's. Raise your hand if you think $1 is a pretty good price to pay for a little happiness. Raise your hand if you just want some hand to hand you a Coke, maybe with some fries and a Big Mac. Raise your hand if your name is Nick. Oh, hey, Nick. Raise your hand if you left your briefcase on top of your car. You, my friend, could use a sip of that fizzy Coke glory right about now.
Raise your hand if you love a great deal. Enjoy any size soft drink, sweet tea, or McCafe coffee for just $1.
Cheers! The Rooms to Go 25th anniversary sale is back. To 25 years of living it up.
For $25 a month, interest-free.
To comfy and cozy.
For just $14.99.
From loving it to pieces.
For $25 a month.
To loving the whole room.
For just $14.99.
Hear, hear! The Rooms to Go 25th anniversary sale.
Amazing prices and 60 months interest-free financing now through Labor Day.
Who really has the fastest internet? We're off to the download races in today's Xfinity X1 Challenge.
We're going to download the same show on 2 different laptops. I'm going to compete with you, okay?
You ready? Download.
Well, that's off and running. I think that's fairly impressive.
Let's see who our winner is. Xfinity! I like it. Who did you have at home?
With Xfinity Internet, you get speeds way faster than DSL.
Maybe I made a mistake.
Get started with Xfinity Internet risk-free for $19.99 a month for 12 months. Call or visit xfinity.com/challenge.
Mr. Burr is going to stay cool this summer.
Hello.
Thanks to Burrow's Heat and Air. Take a second for a second opinion. If you get an air conditioning diagnosis that's too cold to hold, call Burrow's Heat and Air for a free second opinion. Burrow's Heat and Air is a trained comfort specialist and has been serving Savannah for over 70 years. It's hard to stop a train. Call today for a free second opinion and stay cool this summer like Mr. Burr with Burrow's Heat and Air.
When we say all are welcome at the Brooklet Peanut Festival, we mean all. 2 legs, 4 legs, everybody is invited. And everybody is here enjoying this parade. We're waiting on one of the floats coming up this way. In the meantime, as we're showing you some of the folks that are creatively fanning, getting ready, just keep a little bit of breeze going. If you do that, everything's fine.
That's right.
It's not that hot today. Everything is good. Let's go over a little bit. The entertainment, if folks get here, it starts at 11:30 and goes all the way till
10:30 tonight. 10:30 tonight.
All right.
Starts off with the Southeast Bullock High School band and then the Army band.
Okay. Then we've got One Voice at 12:30. 1 p.m. we have Joel Baker and Kermit Newman, Hunter Flanagan, the State Prison Cloggers later on. Every 30 minutes there's fresh entertainment.
That's right.
Now we've got the American Legion Post coming through in their truck. And coming up behind them, we've got a float from Hodges Moore Funeral Home. They're taking their time coming up here a little bit. But again, we got 2 bands that play this evening.
Yes, 2 bands tonight. The first one is called Southern Crossroads, and the second is called Tell Scarlet.
All right.
And both very good bands. And that'll be 7 o'clock.
All right.
Go home, get you a quick shower, and come on back.
All right.
We'll be here.
Plenty of entertainment. We can see veterans are riding on their float.
That's right. Always glad to have those.
As we mentioned, sponsored by Hodges Moore Funeral Home. I'm showing my age if I say Hodges Turner, aren't I?
Yeah, you are. Yep. But it's kind of ingrained in you, you know?
Yep. I want to thank those veterans for what they have done for us. Coming up behind them, FFA from Southeast Bullock High School. One of the more active programs in this area.
Yes, it is. Brian Elric is their driver today. He is one of the teachers.
I imagine they didn't have to corral anybody to get them to ride on that float. And coming behind them, we've got some of those antique cars as well as some more antique tractors coming in. There's our FFA group right there.
It's a very good organization. I was very active in that.
They always put some cool shirts, too.
Yeah, they do. They do have good shirts.
All right, a 1927 Model T, and that is William Brantley, the Rusty Relics Club here in Southeast Georgia.
Next one of my relatives, Bill Perkins. I think he changed tractors on us.
I thought he was on a Ford.
It says a Ford, but that is not a Ford.
No. I think he snuck up in front. I think he snuck in front of that farm-all.
I think he did that to me and you to see if we'd be reading our papers right.
Exactly. That's Mr. Walton White on the farm-all.
Next, we have Trish Tootle and the FMB.
You know, Trish does so much in this community.
She does. She is awesome. Church, work, social.
You know, somebody should probably flag her down and stop her and tell her just to park at the bank, because later on the alarm's going to go off.
That's right. Get ready for that. But yeah, she's such an active community person. All right.
Coming behind there is State Senator Jack Hill from over in Reedsville, who I can still remember when he took office in 1991, and he has been our state senator here in this part of the state ever since.
And he's always a walker, isn't he?
He does. Now, if there are folks that'll ride, and that's fine. Jack has always walked every parade I have seen, unless it was pouring down rain.
That's right. Behind him, we have John B. Lanier in his 1955 Chevrolet.
That is a classic. Everybody thinks about 57 Chevy. You always hear 57 Chevy, but the 55s can hold their own. Talk about a contrast between those two cars. Now we've got coming up behind there. This is going to be Core Credit Union.
So, Dale, we have a nice breeze today.
This is great. Don't jinx it, darling.
I'm not going to jinx it.
Please don't jinx it.
I'm not going to jinx it. I'll keep whistling.
If it stops suddenly, I'm going to know whose fault it was.
Aren't you supposed to whistle up a breeze or something? We can do
knock on wood or something.
Right.
But take a look at the crowd here. It is just amazing to me. Every year we see more people that are down here in this stretch to enjoy this parade, to cheer on friends, to see their kids riding on a float. It's just a great atmosphere with everybody that's down here. They stretch from one side of the street all the way down, on this side of the street all the way down.
And it'll be a great day. The festival site will be full all day. Rain, shine, they come down.
And the great thing about it, even when it's full, it's not crowded, it's not cramped.
Right.
You see a lot of people, but it's still easy enough to move around. And is this Core Credit we've got behind us here?
This is Core Credit. They have a peanut on the front of their truck. We have the Peanut Man down cooking peanuts. I have a cup for us later.
Later?
Well, you got to keep your mouth empty so we can talk. Remember?
That's what a commercial break is for.
Okay, well, let's get one.
Okay.
But anyway, he's down there cooking peanuts. He's ready for a long, full day. He's got his crew.
It is amazing how many pounds he will go through, how many hundreds of pounds he will go through in a day.
His big number is 100 bushels. He brings 100 bushels, and he boils those.
Oh, good.
But also in the town, there are other people selling peanuts. James Sanders has a stand.
Yep.
He has green peanuts at the festival site.
And you've got roasted, you've got fried, as well as boiled.
The BCDA does the fried peanuts in our new old building. So look for our new old building.
Okay.
To get your T-shirts and fried peanuts.
If nothing else, you get one of these cups from Core Credit.
That's right.
And that'll help you with the peanuts. And coming behind there is State Representative Jan Tankersley, driven by State Representative John Burns. 2 for 1 in that vehicle.
Yeah, she traded Huey in. I see she's changed drivers on her paper today.
Was that her idea or Huey's idea?
I'm not sure. Might have been John Burns' idea.
There you go. There you go. Get both of them in at the same time.
That's right.
Brooklet Kiwanis Club coming behind them. Check out that float. All the groups that they support from Southeast Bullock.
And they're very helpful to us. They help us do the parade and do several activities for this. And we really, really appreciate them. There's Cindy Holtzy. She's very active in that.
Having a good time today. More antique tractors behind there.
Robert Hart on a 1950 John Deere Model B.
Behind there, Mr. Joe Myers on a 53 Farmall. It is just amazing the work that goes into these tractors, because you know it is a labor of love to find one of those somewhere and bring it back up to original or better condition. Mr. Tommy Foster.
Tommy Foster. Looks like he's got a helper there today.
On a 49 on a Ford.
With a helper also.
You know, you're trying to keep them slow. You need a little bit of weight on the back. That helps.
Right. That's right.
Now, you know, when you had the umbrella like that, you knew you were in high cotton then.
That's right.
That was the closest to air conditioning you had, was that umbrella over the top.
1949 Massey Harris Pony.
Coming up behind, Stilson Fire Department. I think they've got some passengers in there with them as well.
It's our friend Randy Totten, and I see his daughter Elena and his wife Kim.
It is a
family affair.
It is an amazing network of volunteer firefighters around Bullitt County that make these outside county departments work so well in conjunction with the paid department in Statesboro.
That's right. They are awesome. We have the Beaver Run RV Park. That's a cute little setup.
Andy Pierce driving the cart.
It's got a little mini camper. You think you can fit in that?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if my shoes would fit in there.
I don't think we can do that one.
Yeah. You'd have to get out of that to change your mind.
Yeah, you would.
Coming behind them, Mr. Peanut. It's not a peanut parade without
Mr. Peanut.
Mr. Peanut.
That's right.
You know, for somebody that wonders, why in the world do y'all have a peanut festival? All they got to do is just ride down one of the roads outside of Brooklet and see acres and acres of peanuts planted.
That's right. And they are looking good this year, too. Could use a little rain, but we're going to hold off today.
They have gotten a lot of rain out of the irrigation system.
They have, that's for sure.
A lot of farmers I know have not turned off the pivot since about June. Ricky Lake, dentist.
Ricky Lane.
Lane. Ricky Lake was a singer a long time ago.
Yeah, that's somebody else. He might be running for some political office. What you think?
either him or one of the kids in the back.
There you go.
Speaking of political office, we have Congressman Rick Allen.
Driven by Rick Allen. Yeah, that's not what my paper says. My nephew Ethan did an internship with him last summer.
You got to appreciate a politician that drives himself. Now, I appreciate Jack walking. You got to appreciate the politician driving himself as well.
That's right. He's a very nice man, too. He welcomed us to Washington, D.C. when we came for a visit. Had a really good time.
Geo Vista Credit Union behind them.
Our friend Tracy Bircher. One of our sponsors also.
Birdsong Peanuts.
Also one of our sponsors.
Celebrating 100 years. You don't have to be nuts to live here in Brooklet, but it does help, right?
It does help. It makes the day go by better.
.620 John Deere.
That's Mr. Eugene D. Smith and two of his daughters, and looks like some grandbabies, maybe some great grandbabies. That's Dina. She works for Birdsong.
Dina and I went to school together at Georgia Southern.
Did you? And that's Tessa driving the tractor. I missed saying her.
Now, I'm not sure that tractor is necessarily plowing peanuts, but it was at least doing a little bit of lawn work.
That's right.
Still some more from Rusty Relics Club.
Jay Newsom on the 1940 Ford 9N is what it says.
We got a couple of, as these Fords are coming through, we can say a good morning to our friend Sonny Dixon, who would appreciate those Fords.
Yes, he would.
We know he's watching, so we say hello to him.
Yeah, we miss him. Hope he's enjoying retirement for the working people.
The rest of us, they got to hold up shop.
That's right.
Speaking of another Ford, Model T, Mr. Charles Dominy driving it. But she's got the hat wear for it, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
There was a time back in the day you didn't drive without the gloves or the hat on.
The hat, that's right.
We'll go from that antique to something a little bit newer right there behind him from Franklin Chevrolet.
Chevrolet.
And talk about going back to the past a little bit again. 72 Beetle, Herbie the Love Bug. I think I saw that Disney movie 10 or 12 times.
Yes.
What about you?
Yeah, I did. And she's having a lot of fun today, you can tell.
Complete with the racing stripes and everything.
That's Dina Flanagan Morgan. Looks like she's ready.
Mm-hmm. Moving to our politicians, Kurt Deal running for county commission. It has been a busy political season this year, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. It really has. Okay, now we're going for some fun. Bullet Marine.
We could take that thing out in the pond, couldn't we?
That's exactly right. Some friends of ours, Ricky Turner is the owner of that. Sister Jeannie works with him. The rest of his family. Can't name all of them. It's too many.
And you know what? You'd forget somebody.
I'd get in trouble. Go to Ricky and buy a boat. Jeannie buy parts. And Ed and Ricky will sell you a boat. Ed Akins. I thought they were going to get Ricky's daughter to get the sorority girls in the back of the boat, but I guess it didn't happen. They must have been too busy today.
They might have decided to go to the lake on their own.
But then Jeannie did point out that they probably wouldn't see the boat. So.
Boat? There was a boat? Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Subway joining us there, and in front of them we've got Kawasaki of Statesboro.
Yes, one of our sponsors. Help us out with some rides for the day for our free shuttles.
Some folks that are near and dear to my heart from American Red Cross. Some of our disaster assistance teams. Folks that roll out nighttime, weekends, whenever, to assist folks been victims of fire, flood, tornado, any kind of natural disaster like that. And they definitely need our help right now. Folks in Louisiana, if you can give some assistance to American Red Cross, designate it for Louisiana, those folks would definitely appreciate it.
That's exactly right. The sub man came through. Forgot to say they were one of our sponsors. Always glad to have the Subway in Brooklet. Good for a late night sandwich.
We have Franklin Chevrolet, now Franklin Toyota coming through. Now talk about a classic behind there. Check out pace car from the 1978 Indy 500, the Chevy Corvette pace car. That is a classic Corvette. And right behind there, check out it, the 91 Mustang, driven by Keith Howard. So that's old school.
That is old school. Back in the day.
1948 John Deere. Mike Schumann driving in, and look what is behind there. The one and only Freight Train Mills. It's not a parade in South Georgia if you don't have Freight Train, is it?
It's not. He always brings a good time.
Register Fire Department.
Jason Taylor.
I have come to appreciate even more than I did before. Volunteer fire departments, especially with a grown son who is now a full-time firefighter, who was a volunteer, and now he's gone from the pedal tractor races to that. Coming behind here, we've got Miss Grace Kennedy, Southeast Bullock Middle School. Josh Rogers driving her. Behind there, the Southeast Bullock Middle School cheerleaders. Right behind them, the Southeast Bullock Middle School softball team. We are back in the school year, which means we got softball games going on, football games as well.
They had a scrimmage last night for football, and I understand that we've won.
It is always good to get started on a good note. And behind them, we've got our Southeast Bullock High School Princesses Madison Morgan, Jade Hoyle. I know some of those young ladies weren't that long ago in the middle school cheerleading squad. And the football squad behind them.
I have a player out there, number 46, if you can spot him, Elliot Perkins.
There you go. Good numbers this year. Good turnout for the team.
Hopefully we're going to have a good season.
Behind there, the Swarm from Southeast Bullock High School marching band. Let's give them a listen. You know, we talk about the chorus competing. The Swarm marching band travels all over Georgia competing. We'll bring home all outstanding ratings, trophies as well. They hold their own as well.
They're awesome. They do a great job. We have Coach Mike Sparks, Bullock County Board of Education.
You know, when he ran for office, I don't know how many people knew Mike Sparks or Michael Sparks, but they knew Coach.
Coach, that's right.
Does an outstanding job running the Manned Retreat Center as well as serving on the school board.
It does. Next we have Plank and Tile. These are also one of our sponsors this year. It's a new flooring company in Statesboro.
Out on 301 South as you're going toward Interstate 16.
I'll attempt their last name, Roger and Tiffany Guerrero. Would you go for that?
Guerrero,
okay. Glad to have them today.
Another candidate coming behind is James Woodall, running for state representative. James recently graduated from Georgia Southern. Coming behind there, we've got Carl Tipton on a lawnmower buggy. I think he's rigged that thing up a little bit, don't you?
I believe so.
There's something to be said for adaptive engineering.
There it is.
Powell Farms coming behind on a 55 John Deere.
By Rex Powell. And him we have Ricky Powell.
I wonder how many fights they have over Farm Hall versus John Deere.
Probably a few.
Southeastern Auto Auction behind them. All the way from Garden City.
They used to be here in Statesboro. You remember that? On 67?
I do.
Same group.
Okay.
Yeah, they just moved. I think they ran both, and then they just ended up in Savannah.
Scottish American Military Society, color guard. I've got a feeling on a day like today that kilt is probably cooler than long pants.
Could be.
They do a great job. We see them at so many of our parades. They do an outstanding job.
Yes, we have Cason's Auto Service. It's Walt and Beth Cason. They're sponsors for our festival this year.
Probably not
new business here in Brooklyn.
Probably not recommended to get on the highway with that ribbon on there because it's probably going to go flying off.
Probably so.
Got our Cub Scouts coming behind here. This is pack 337. Such a great program to get youngsters involved in at an early age.
Yes, it is.
Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts both in there together.
Looks like they're excited to be here at the parade today.
All of them with their flags. Vintage Market coming in behind them.
Vintage Market is kind of a new business here in Statesboro. I had their business card, and all my craziness, I lost it. But anyway, I went by and took a look at the store yesterday. They have all kind of stuff in there. They kind of buy, sell, and trade, and just it was a really neat experience.
One of those places where you can find a jewel.
That's exactly right.
On every shelf.
That's exactly right.
Let's take a break real quick as we're waiting on some more of the floats to come. I want to remind you of some of the sponsors that are making this thing happen, so stay with us. We'll be right back from downtown Brooklyn.
Are you struggling with credit card debt, personal loans, past due mortgage payments? Find out how the law office of Barbara B. Brazil can help get you the help you need.
I have over 32 years experience, and I will handle your case from start to finish. I will help you find peace of mind. I'm an attorney and a debt relief counselor. I help people file for United States Bankruptcy Court protection.
Call today for a free consultation.
At Longhorn, steak is all you need. It's not all you get. Longhorn's Great American Steak Dinner for $12.99. Perfectly seasoned sirloin with your choice of side, plus an appetizer. Or a dessert, all with fresh salad and unlimited bread. Great American Steak Dinner for $12.99. Tonight, only at Longhorn Steakhouse. You can't fake steak. For lunch, try our steakhouse burger or any steakhouse lunch combo starting at $7.99.
Pull! Targeting a clay pigeon takes precision and experience.
I know what you mean, Heidi. Heidi had a history of melanoma, and she was worried about a recurrence. We perform regular mole mapping procedures to track changes for areas of concern. Thankfully, her cancer has not returned.
And now I'm back on target.
Excellent. And that's why I choose to practice at the Lewis Cancer and Research Pavilion at St. Joseph's Camler.
Did you know that with the help of Kroger customers, 2.9 million meals are donated each year to families in need? Whether by shopping with us locally, you helped us give more than $7.5 million to community programs. Kroger makes donations to organizations such as the Salvation Army, Susan G. Komen, local food banks, the USO, and many others.
I'm Bruce Lucia, president of Kroger. Your support makes it possible to feed, share, and care for so many. You inspire us every day. Thank you from all of us at Kroger.
Welcome back to downtown Brooklyn for the 27th annual Brooklyn Peanut Festival Parade. We've got Southern Dance Academy coming right now with Rosanna Hoyle, and she's got her husband Stephen driving. No, that's not Stephen driving. Stephen is running the machine, the music machine out of the back. Let's watch them for a second. Rosanna does such a good job.
She does do a good job. I'd like to know how many girls she taught to dance.
There is no telling how many, and she probably wouldn't want us to tell either.
Probably wouldn't. They also dance at our Christmas tree lighting, and it's always so sweet. It's the little guys that do that one.
And from the older, the middle school girls, all the way down to the little ones, and she takes all of them and gives them the best instruction. Does a great job with them. I think they're following up with them.
Then we have Cleveland Carter and family. We have several tractors here. Looks like he's a John Deere man.
You got to pick. You got to pick. You're either Ford, Farmall, or John Deere. You don't need to mix paint colors that much.
That's Mr. Cleveland right there. I actually sell this man some parts for his construction equipment. And I felt bad because Dal, I didn't recognize him last year when he came through.
Uh-oh.
And I called him and apologized to him later.
Well, they've got a complete set there. You see those, it seems like a whole series of John Deere's doing an excellent job. We're going to take a break and remind you of some of our commercial sponsors, some of the folks who are helping make this possible. We will be right back to downtown Brooklyn. Don't go away.
Having to take prescription medications shouldn't keep your kids from being kids. At Richmond Hill Pharmacy, we know the importance of providing kid-friendly medications and flavors they love and informs that are easy for them to take. We provide expert medication counseling and interaction screening and work with you and your pediatrician to tailor dosages just for them. Personal attention to your whole family's health that you simply won't find anywhere else. Richmond Hill Pharmacy. It's like having a pharmacist in the family.
When it comes to hospice care, there's a certain level of dignity that only family can provide. Pruitt Health Hospice is family-owned. We work with patients and families to create end-of-life care plans that are tailored to each patient's specific needs. Our clinical team is available 24 hours a day. We serve with experience, professionalism, and respect.
I love hugs. I know. Hugs are the best. Oh, yes.
Pruitt Health Hospice, committed to caring.
Over the years, Love Seafood has worked hard to build our reputation as the area's premier seafood restaurant. We use only the freshest ingredients served in a relaxed, family-friendly atmosphere. At Love's, our goal is to provide you with an unforgettable dining experience, from our fresh seafood to steaks and burgers, all served up by our friendly staff. Special occasions, large parties, and get-togethers are always welcome. From our family to yours, we look forward to seeing you soon at Love Seafood.
Mr. Burr is going to stay cool this summer.
Hello.
Thanks to Burroughs Heat and Air. Take a second for a second opinion. If you get an air conditioning diagnosis that's too cold to hold, call Burroughs Heat and Air for a free second opinion. Burroughs Heat and Air is a trained comfort specialist and has been serving Savannah for over 70 years. It's hard to stop a train. Call today for a free second opinion and stay cool this summer like Mr. Burr with Burroughs Heat and Air.
Welcome back to Brooklet. We are here at the 27th Annual Peanut Festival Parade along with Ellen Perkins. I'm Dow Kennedy. We've got our classic cars from Southern Cruisers are coming through downtown Brooklet right now. That Mustang right there looks a little newer than the rest, but hey, I guess they let them hang around.
My favorite color, red.
We have seen restored tractors and restored cars as well. One thing they all have in common, it is definitely a labor of love.
Yes, it is. A lot of hours.
That one especially. They didn't give us a year on that one. Somebody probably at home will start hitting Twitter and telling us what it is. But
nice collection here.
I mean, and you got to have a truck in there too. It is South Georgia. You got to have a truck. Listen to that horn. That is a classic. Then you add a little heftier truck. Something with a little more horsepower to it. Model T with the rumble seat. Passengers back there in the rumble seat.
They look like they're having an enjoyable day.
Now, this is going to be why we wish Trish Tootle had stayed, because the alarm at the bank or maybe at the drugstore will start going off. We've got our reenactors.
And all the babies are about to wake up too.
Sons of Confederate veterans. You know, these folks travel all over the Southeast to battle sites and do reenactments. One weekend they may be wearing the uniform of the Confederacy. The next weekend they're wearing the uniform of the Union. Folks that pay attention to the history of that time, they know the weaponry, they know the military tactics, everything that was going on. It's interesting to talk with those folks sometimes because they can tell you the history of that war. And I have to admire them for what they wear on a hot summer day like this.
Exactly. I've never been to one of their reenactments. I've been invited before, but it conflicts with something. I don't remember. But anyway, it's an awesome group.
More from the Bullitt County Fire Department. I said more from the Bullitt County Fire Department.
Where is your son?
He is with Sylvania Fire Department.
Sylvania, okay. Okay, so you mentioned the slow tractor race a while ago. My redheaded nephew that raced the pedal tractors with yours is now engaged.
Oh, congratulations.
Graduating from University of Georgia in May and getting married in May.
Well, congratulations to him.
Thank you so much.
You know what? They have fired off those guns twice. I don't hear an alarm going off. We might be home free.
Could be. Have Jimmy Baker on a 1952A John Deere.
It is so funny to watch the slow track. If you get down here for the slow tractor race and see what they do and how slow they're idling along, just creeping ever so slowly without stalling out, it's amazing how they have those engines tuned.
Jimmy has several of these tractors. I think those are grandchildren with him.
Maybe even some great-grandchildren.
Great-grandchildren, that's right.
Listen, grandpas are younger and younger. I'm one, okay? Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Well, congratulations on that, too.
Got more of the Baker tractors coming through. Yeah, make sure you stay hydrated out here today. You see him with that bottle of water. Stay hydrated. If you find a place to sit in the shade, enjoy it. Definitely put on a hat and keep the sun off.
Yeah, I have a couple of coolers packed for the day. Because it's going to be a long day.
I have one of those stainless steel cups over there with ice and tea in it.
That's right. Oh, we have the tea vendor with the cup. Come down with your cup. I brought mine.
I may have to run to the house and get mine. More of the Baker family here. We got a tractor behind there, but it's serving a different purpose today with another political candidate coming. Noel Brown is running for sheriff. It has been a busy political season this year in Bullitt County and a lot of other places too. You know, when you see folks waving like this, on days like this, sometimes they're waving and some days they're fanning.
Fanning gnats, that's right.
Well, fanning gnats are just fanning themselves. Breaker. Who do we have? We've got the bandit chased by Sheriff Buford T. Justice.
That is Bo Donaldson and Andrew Donaldson.
Well, that patrol car looks in a lot better shape than it looked at the end of the movie, doesn't it?
That's exactly right.
I know some folks that could repeat every line of that movie.
That is an awesome movie.
Woodman Life, Chapter 158, coming up behind them. Now we go from the old-fashioned tractors to a more modern piece of equipment from Aimtrack.
Also one of our sponsors. The driver is John Ringer. And he's probably pretty comfortable up there. What you think?
I would think the AC is running. But, you know, that's the size of machinery you need these days for operations that are 1,000 acres and more than that. You need one like that to take care of it all.
Well, he's sitting in his office. That's what I say. That's their
true.
office. They deserve a nice office.
Now we've got the A. Shriners. Our motorcycle crew coming through first. You know, these folks do such wonderful work. We see them at the parades, and we think about the laughing and joking and the comedy and everything else, but they do
serious work. They do.
Any child that is in need of medical attention, specialized medical attention, these folks that get them to one of the Shriners hospitals, transport them themselves.
That's right.
And
take care of the family too, that I understand.
Take care of them like they were kinfolk.
That's right.
Just an amazing job they do. Now we got one coming with a sidecar. We've had restored tractors, restored cars, restored trucks, and I think that one would be a restored motorcycle.
That's pretty cool.
Potentate from Savannah. I think all of our Shriners coming all over southeast Georgia. They come from far and wide to be here with us today.
I think they like a parade as much as we do.
I think so. I think if you're not careful, they'll just start one out there on 67 somewhere and just have another parade today. Tatnall Shrine Club coming in behind them.
Cooler Brigade.
Maybe if they pull over here, you think they got some water in there?
I could use one myself.
Well, wait a minute now.
Wait,
it might be water.
Might
be water.
It
might be something else. No, the hillbillies are coming behind them.
Oh, okay, so not the moonshine yet.
Let's just say there's something cold in the cooler. You mentioned moonshine, and here we come. Here come the hillbillies. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got a problem. We got a problem. Nope. I guess it's still running. I thought we were going to have to jump start him or something. Now look at this one. That one is a one of a kind. Let's just leave it at that. How about
the whole group?
Uh-oh. Never look in the box.
I'm glad we're not out there close enough for them to...
No.
Did you see it? That was funny.
Oh. You know, those guys like to joke around,
Yeah,
but again, you have to remember they do.
And it's good fun.
Wonderful work. And it just helps to remind everybody of what they do. Statesboro Shrine Club.
They're going to have to pick up the pace. They were a little vanilla, weren't they?
Yeah, a little bit. They're a little subdued.
Yeah.
They may be the shy side of the family.
Maybe it's because they're too close to home. Those other ones are away from home.
Yeah. Because what you do around home will get to everybody.
Yes, it will. Before you get back home a lot of times.
This is true. From Tybee Island.
Now that looks like the way to ride right there.
That is. I think those are the statesmen of the group. They've kind of earned a quiet, peaceful ride.
I hope they didn't throw out number 4 there.
There is an empty seat there. There might be a story to be told there.
Could be.
There's an opening in the club that could be the same thing.
Could be. But they could have left him up the street.
This is true. And it wouldn't be a parade in South Georgia without the Duke Cats coming. I'm looking into the sun to see. That is Del McCoward, leader of the Wild Bunch. You know they have to practice this.
They do have to practice.
I wonder if they get somebody to volunteer to just stand right there close to it and see how close they can come up on them.
That'd be a tough deal to do now.
That's like volunteering to let somebody shoot an arrow off your, shoot an apple off your head.
Yeah.
Let's see how close they can get to the camera. Right there on top of Craig. How close to Craig are they going to get? Throw a reference there to Craig Harney, the architect, the mastermind of all parades on WTOC. Those guys will get close enough, they may take the hat off of his head with the wind coming by. Don't hit Craig, guys, please.
No breakdowns. They made it through so far. And no crashes.
And, of course, they've got to have the tow truck behind them because somebody's going to break down. It's not if, it's just when and who.
It's going to happen.
Everybody on the side enjoying, waiting on the next group to come through. More Shriners. Who is that clown? We let anybody in here, don't we?
We will.
Young lady says, what is all of this going on? Got more Shriners, this time from the Swainsboro Shrine Club. Swainsboro Shrine.
As they say, these are your people.
Some of my Manual County folks.
There you go. See if they clank you down. We'll see.
They may not.
They got good music.
And the horn, they definitely let you know they are here.
Mm-hmm.
That's my cousin on the back. We call him Slim. You should have seen him before Jenny Craig. They've done wonders.
I can't even imagine.
And little Ray Stevens playing. The anthem of Shriners everywhere. Uh-oh.
Got a little breakdown.
That's what the pit crew is for. What exactly is he riding?
I cannot tell what that is.
I thought half of it had broken off or something.
I guess that's a low rider.
Talk about riding low to the ground.
That's it. Oh, cool. It does tricks.
You know, I thought I had one of those as a kid, but you had to pedal it.
Yeah.
I never thought to put a motor on the back of it. Whatever. Please tell the Tattnall Shrine Club not to run over these go-karts. Don't want to have Shriner on Shriner violence out here. Talk about a range of music. They go from one to the other. More Shriners coming. This is the Quint Shrine Club from over in Lyons.
They definitely bring some sound, don't they?
They definitely don't. If they could just put some speakers in there, it might be a little better.
Yeah, Mike could hear them. I bet there's some kids out there wobbling with them right now.
Exactly. Probably teaching their dads some dance moves.
There you go.
Got more of our Shriners coming in behind. Tubes County group coming in. What if they all come from the Lions Club to the Tubes County Club? I wonder if they carpool.
I don't know.
Just in case somebody's vehicle broke down.
That's right.
I'm glad to know they dressed up for these cases.
They all seem to work well together, so probably so.
I think so.
Bunch of them waitresses from the top thing. I just hope Charlene don't find out about this call.
Okay, I think we're back to some tractors now. That was Jason Roberts on the Farmall B.
He's got two of them in with the Farmall B and the Cub behind that. Then the Grovenstein family has a couple of theirs coming up behind them.
That's Aubrey Roberts. She looks like she's managing that tractor just fine.
I think Dad was hitching a ride on the back.
There you go.
The Grovensteins with a couple of Fords. No, excuse me, a couple of Farmalls, forgive me. Now it's the Crosbys with the Ford.
Don't get us in trouble now.
Oh, my goodness. Tractor enthusiasts could get a little upset with us.
There's have Green Acres, Lawn Care and Landscape.
And we've got some more of our antique cars on the way. We're going to take a quick break as we're getting closer and closer to the end of this parade. We're going to take a quick break, remind you of some of those sponsors, and encourage you to patronize those folks and thank them for being a part of Brooklet Peanut Festival. And we will be right back to downtown Brooklet. Don't go away.
Are you struggling with credit card debt, personal loans, past due mortgage payments? Find out how the law office of Barbara B. Brazil can help get you the help you need.
I have over 32 years experience, and I will handle your case from start to finish. I will help you find peace of mind. I'm an attorney and a debt relief counselor. I help people file for United States Bankruptcy Court protection.
Call today for a free consultation.
At Longhorn, steak is all you need. It's not all you get. Longhorn's Great American Steak Dinner for $12.99. Perfectly seasoned sirloin with your choice of side, plus an appetizer. Or a dessert. Bowl with fresh salad and unlimited bread. Great American Steak Dinner for $12.99. Tonight. Only at Longhorn Steakhouse. You can't fake steak. For lunch, try our steakhouse burger or any steakhouse lunch combo starting at $7.99.
I love what I do. It's an honor to care for a pregnant patient and her unborn child. But not all deliveries are perfect. Like my patient Lauren. After a routine delivery of her son, she started to hemorrhage. Things escalated quickly, and she was in grave danger. Because of the highly skilled labor and delivery staff at the Mary Telfair Women's Hospital, we were able to save Lauren and reunite her with Hugo.
Hello, handsome.
And that's why I choose to practice at St. Joseph's Candler.
Cheers! The Rooms to Go 25th anniversary sale is back. To 25 years of living it up.
For $25 a month, interest-free.
To comfy and cozy.
For just $14.99.
From loving it to pieces.
For $25 a month.
To loving the whole room.
For just $14.99.
Hear, hear! The Rooms to Go 25th anniversary sale.
Amazing prices and 60 months interest-free financing now through Labor Day.
Welcome back to downtown Brooklyn for the 27th annual Brooklyn Peanut Festival Parade. Dal Kennedy along with Ellen Perkins. Got generations that are out here enjoying this, and we are coming up now with American Towing, bringing their race car up behind. You hope they're just towing it to the race and not having to bring it from the race.
That's right. During the commercial, we missed something fun now.
The groundsmen?
The groundsmen were spraying people with water.
Well, they're lawn care people, so they weren't spraying, they were irrigating.
They were
irrigating.
Right.
Yes. And this is, we're getting about the time of the day where a little irrigation on the water hose would be good.
People were liking it. They were not.
Nobody was running away.
That's right. They were not running away. Of course, your TV people were running away.
No, I think they were running to it as well. Speaking of irrigation, Shoemaker Irrigation System with their truck and their equipment.
Driver's Luke Brown. Looks ready to go to work, doesn't it?
I think so. And as dry as things have been lately, I would imagine they are in demand.
Busy, busy.
Giving out pencils. Did I see pencils in that bucket? We are at the start of school year, so school supplies, pencils, things like that would be good.
And during one of our breaks, we got an FFA t-shirt.
Exactly. Those shirts, they were with Southeast Bullock FFA were riding through.
Yeah, the president, Laura Beth Bland, brought us a shirt.
Easy for you to say.
Sweet. Yeah, that's right.
I want to thank them. Check out the gold on that tractor. Trying to read the make and model on that one.
I can't read it either.
I don't think I've ever seen one come through here gold.
I don't either.
John Deere yellow, but not gold.
They're not on our paper, so they must have been painting it last night. Weren't sure if they were going to make it.
Go out there and touch it, see if the paint's wet.
There you go.
Now we've got some more antique vehicles coming through. And a for sale sign on the front.
Sell your truck in the parade.
There you go. That's what. Who needs eBay?
That's right.
We got the Peanut Festival parade.
I'd like to thank all our sponsors today, Sonny. It's been a great day. Thank WTOC for everything y'all have done. Always glad to have y'all out.
It is our pleasure to be a part of this. It is just a wonderful experience that brings all of Brooklet together, all of Bullock County together.
That's right.
Gives us a chance, those of us who live in Bullock County, to be able to proudly show what this community is all about.
And this festival is run by a bunch of hard-working volunteers, and some of them are coming up in these SUVs now.
These are the folks that make all of this happen and make everything. Some of them probably have not slept a wink since last night and have been up since daylight, making sure that everything was lined up right, everything was exactly where it was supposed to be.
Those are Randy Newman's $2, Jeanette and Rebecca, son-in-law Robert, Teresa, and Randy in the last one. I think those are ATVs, not SUVs.
No, those are UTVs.
UTVs. I knew I didn't have it right.
The UTV has a steering wheel and an ATV has handlebars.
Keep me straight now. Keep me straight.
Okay.
We had the sheriff and he's left us.
Why is he leaving?
He's going to
Your ride is on the fire truck. We need. Oh, okay. Patrol car behind there. We need to say something. Come up here. Stay up here with us. They can pull over to the side because we need to make sure we do this. As we see our fire truck coming through here.
They won't leave the sheriff, I don't think. Do you think they'll leave the sheriff? I don't think.
Listen, you're still in office for a few more months. You can tell them to pull over and wait on you. So just hang tight with us a second. We've got more from Brooklet Police Department as well as Georgia State Patrol. Folks who have helped monitor Highway 80 and make sure that all the traffic stayed put till we could get parade floats onto the road and bring them in here. I want to thank everybody from law enforcement that has a hand in making this thing happen. We are so grateful, one, for what they do today, but also what they do day in and day out. You know, the situation up in Eastman last weekend gives us an appreciation for what these folks do for us on a daily basis, too. As we're seeing some more of those cars coming through here. Let's come back up. If you can get the camera up here to the gazebo, come back over to us. Get in the shot over here behind us, if you will. Sheriff Lynn Anderson has been a staple up here with us for all the years we have done this parade live. This is his last one before he leaves office in December, retiring after how many years? Enough? Yeah. Enough? Okay, we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Listen, you have been our bodyguard up here for years and years, keeping us straight. We want to thank you for doing that. We wish you the best of luck. Thank you. And as you start fishing 7 days a week and just hanging out at the house, we want to thank you for that. We want to thank you for what you've done here in Bullock County for so many decades. If I'm telling on you, forgive me.
That's all right.
Okay. All right. Listen, Stay with us for a few more minutes. We'll remind you of those sponsors. We will be back to wrap things up here from the Brooklet Peanut Festival Parade. Just a moment. Stay with us.
Parker's is celebrating 40 fast, fresh, and friendly years.
For our anniversary, if you're one of the top Pump Pal users, you'll win 40 cents off a gallon of gas for a month. And the more times you use it, the more times you're entered to win this Jeep Renegade.
Parker's, celebrate 40 with us and save.
Who really has the fastest internet? We're off to the download races in today's Xfinity X1 Challenge.
We're going to download the same show on 2 different laptops. I'm going to compete with you, okay?
You ready? Download. Oh, that's off and running. Think that's fairly impressive. Let's see who our winner is. Xfinity! I like it. Who did you have at home?
With Xfinity Internet, you get speeds way faster than DSL.
Maybe I made a mistake.
Get started with Xfinity Internet risk-free for $19.99 a month for 12 months. Call or visit Xfinity.com/challenge.
Title Max makes it easy to turn your title into cash. Just go to TitleMax.com. Find out how much you can get.
Using Title Max, I got $1,400.
$3,200.
Title Max got me $9,700.
Have a pawn with a competitor? Come in and compare rates. We'll meet or beat a competitor's rate. Try Title Max for the amount you need. Find out why so many people are saying,
I got my title back with Title Max.
Get your title back with Title Max.
Over the years, Love Seafood has worked hard to build our reputation as the area's premier seafood restaurant. We use only the freshest ingredients served in a relaxed, family-friendly atmosphere. At Love's, our goal is to provide you with an unforgettable dining experience from our fresh seafood to steaks and burgers, all served up by our friendly staff. Special occasions, large parties, and get-togethers are always welcome. From our family to yours, we look forward to seeing you soon at Love Seafood.
I'm Gator Rivers. Injured in a car accident? Worried that you can't afford a lawyer? Call my friend David Eichels, the Justice Lawyer, at 1-800-JUSTICE.
We don't get paid unless you get paid.
Welcome back to downtown Brooklet. As you can see, there is plenty to do throughout Brooklet, right in front of the First Methodist Church. Plenty of entertainment from there. As the crowd is starting to wind down, many of them are heading down to the festival grounds. Everything cranks up now. Folks are welcome to start making their way down there. Admission to the festival is what? Remind us again.
It's free.
I like the sound of that. Free and more free.
More and free.
But plenty of entertainment all day long. It starts in about 15 minutes with the high school marching band.
That's right.
And then we move from there for the 3rd Infantry Band, and then entertainment that starts every 30 minutes for the rest of the day into the dark tonight.
Into the dark. That's right. Ends at 10:30 tonight. 2 street bands tonight, Southern Crossroads and Tell Scarlet. Come on out. If the heat's too bad for you, come later in the day.
There you go. That works. I want to thank you for joining us again for this parade this year. I want to thank you, and we invite you to come on down. So for all the crew that is in the truck, from Craig Harney, Joel Keppel, everybody else that makes this thing happen, it wouldn't work with just the 2 of us sitting here. I want to thank everybody that does this here in Brooklet, as well as the folks back at the studio at WTOC. But thank you for joining us. I want to invite you to come on out. And again, from Ellen Perkins, I'm Dow Kennedy here in downtown Brooklet. Come on to see us and enjoy the Peanut Festival Parade.
Thank you, Dow.